Hey guys, it's M. This is kind of a random video, but this was just me sort of talking about the state of Dark Souls 2 and the conversation around it. I thought it was kind of interesting, and I decided to cut it up and put it into this video. There's not going to be a ton of edits, it's really just going to be me speaking while walking around Dragon's Eyrie, but if that interests you, enjoy.
Dragon's Eyrie is the best place to go if you want to fake a Dark Souls 2 is awful clip, because it's very easy to look like you get jumped for no reason if you just cut all of the context. I saw like 5 clips of the game on this part just because they like hit the dragon guy and they were like, why are they attacking me? Why are the people who did attack me first attacking me? This is what I'm saying. Like, the only reason I don't like playing Souls games, unless it's like Dark Souls 3 to new game, like 4 or like 7 or whatever, is because they have so much damn health. And 3, I don't really care. 3 is genuinely so easy, like area-wise, that as long as you can fight the as long as you can fight the bosses, you're kind of good. Like, I would not want a new game 7 Dark Souls 1. Oh my god. I don't think I'd want a new game 7 this game either. I find it funny that someone was like, man, you don't understand Feeble. You think Feeble's bad? He beat the game on level 1 as a challenge run. I'm like, yes, that's great. That's cool. I'm like, I'm not even saying that he's bad at the game. I'm saying that most of the things he was complaining about was his fault. He ignored like 90% of the mechanics that would make you like the game. I didn't use power stancing or like builds or like magic or range. I didn't use any of that. I'm like, so we've cut out half of the conversation. Like, what am I supposed to say, bro? So people go, you guys just think he's bad at the game. I'm like, I think he's dishonest. I'm like, I think he's an intentionally dishonest person in those videos. I don't know about now, but back then, yeah, definitely. Bro, that's look at this clip of the sleeping. Like, he showed like 3 or 4 clips from what's it called, the Forest of the Giants, where he woke the guys up, and then he cuts to when they're all after him. He ran past all of the Elan guys, and then like showed the clip of all of them chasing him at the same time. He showed an example. He said, I interacted with the area and the game punished me. It doesn't get worse than this. And then he didn't talk about the other 8,000 examples of interacting with areas to get things. Like, he is inherently a malicious actor in that conversation. So anytime someone goes, well, he did a challenge run of it, I did a challenge run too. I don't care. That shit was frying me. They were like, are you saying he's bad at the game? I'm like, no, I think he intentionally framed this conversation horribly because after his first video, they gave him shit for it. I'm like, I don't even think his first video was that bad. I think his first video, no, let me not say that. I disagree with what he was saying. However, he came in with a more, like, objective, I feel, attitude. Like, he wasn't spiting people. And then you get to the second video and he's like, this is so awful. Scholar fans, let me ask you this. Also, he talked all of that about Scholar, but he didn't talk about anything Scholar added. It's like, how am I supposed to, like, want to care? And some people ask me, man, why don't you go back and watch the challenge run? I don't want to hear that man complain for however long that video is. It's another video where he has big red letters, worse, it gets worse, it's so level 1. And after the last video where he said the past version of me like got off on making people angry, I have no reason to watch that video. Like, genuinely. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, the whole Ds2 conversation, like any conversation about this game, it's turned into a war zone. You can't really have a take on it without a group of people hating you, right? It's just, first of all, we've had Mauler and Feeble. We've already talked about Feeble. I think Mauler also had a malicious agenda. I don't know why, but I'm like, there's so many clips where he's like, man, look at the spam. He also did this Forest of the Giants thing. He also cut around the Forest of the Giants to make his enemy point. He cut a few of those from what I remember. And then he was talking about how the AI is broken and how the AI in like Ds2 specifically is bad. And it's like, old Souls games did not have the best AI. Even in my parody video, I could do one just like his. So 2 big pillars of the convo were bad faith. And then some of the defenders are a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, what's his name? Odysseus? That man, I've seen him snap back at people and he sounds kinda nuts. I think Domo was good at the start, and then he started making it a little personal, I guess. So it's like, and everyone has these hard stances against it. I remember, what's her name? Park at Harbor. She made some Ds2 video. She didn't like it, and then she said something like, "The only people who like this game are because they want to be different." I'm like, oh, brother, like you can't win. You can't win when it comes to Ds2. If you hate the game, you're probably gonna step into a mine. If you like the game, you're probably gonna step into a mine. The whole well of the conversation has been poisoned and toxic for years. I don't even know how long years is. Even when I made my videos about it, people were like, "Why didn't you jump in all that time ago, huh?" I'm like, bro, I wasn't even in the field. I didn't play the game yet. It's like, they were like, "You have opinions on Mauler and Feeble's videos now? Where were you when they released?" I'm like, I wasn't a Dark Souls fan. I'm like, I think the most I played was Bloodborne back then. Like, you can't win. Like, Dark Souls 1 and 3 I think are kind of safe. If you say you dislike Dark Souls 1, you might be stepping in it, but no one's gonna look at you weird if you say you like Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 3, I feel like it's the normal take to love Dark Souls 3 and say it's like the best one. But if you get the 2, either side, you've lost. You like the game? How could you like this stupid, brain-dead, garbage game? You dislike the game? It's like the same thing. To be fair, I haven't seen a lot of people who dislike the game articulate it without showing like awful clips. They'll go like, "Yeah, this game sucks," and they'll do something like this. "What the fuck? How did that happen? Why is there an invisible wall there? Oh gosh. Wait. Stop spamming me. There's so many enemies. Oh god, let me roll this attack. Shit. How do they do so much damage?" It's like... like... It be frying me. That's a clip they would cut out. That's a clip they would perfectly cut out. They go, "And look at this, guys. This game sucks ass. There was nothing I could have done about that situation." I look disgusting, by the way. They'd be like, "There's nothing I could have done about that situation. It just happens." And that's the thing about Scholar. It added nothing and ruined the game. It's like, bro, it'd be frying me. If there's a good, like, constructive takedown of the S2, me personally, I would be willing to listen to it. I just haven't seen one yet. It just hasn't happened personally. I've had ones that didn't offend me or like seem like they're trying to spice it. I know I said like offend me, like I'm the authority on these things, but a lot of times they just make some really wacky points that show like a misunderstanding of the game, or it's just like, it's different. And I don't love that. I think, like, what's his name? Zero Lenny? He made a video like that. I wasn't, like, angry or hot about his video. I honestly don't even remember what he said. So, it's like, what can you do? What can you do? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If someone said, "I want to enjoy Dark Souls 2, or I want to hate Dark Souls 2, I'd honestly recommend you go the normal person route and not go on the internet and talk about it, unless you're a content creator. It makes sense if you're a content creator, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Mauler, Feeble, Domo, Odysseus. I don't know Odysseus' views, but I'm gonna just put him in there. All of them have gotten at least some incentive from doing this conversation, right? Even I have. But if you're like a regular Joe Schmo who gets off work at like 7 o'clock, hops on the game for some fun, and you go, "You know what?" Like, you just go on an Instagram post or something and you go, "You know, I really love this game." I don't think it's worth it. Like, genuinely, look at any social media. I was gonna say Instagram specifically, but look at any social media. If Dark Souls 2 is mentioned, there will be a war. No one will say anything negative about it. They'll show a picture of, like, Last Giant, and somehow this will spiral. The first comment will be something like, "Last Giant, more like the worst giant. This is the worst boss fight ever. Gundyr claps this guy." And then the next comment will be like, "Actually, I don't think Gundyr is better than Last Giant." And then it spirals from there. Like, every time, without fail. I've never seen a Dark Souls 2 post that doesn't have an argument in it. It's never not happened. It's never not occurred. Man, I love Vendrick's lore. How could you like the lore of a game that plays so awful? The gameplay is so bad it affects the story. That doesn't actually make any sense. It does. I've platinumed, and everyone's platinumed the game. I swear anytime there's a combo about it. So the person like for or against goes, "I platinumed the game." I'm like, "No you didn't. No you didn't, Dimples. No, you didn't. I'm sorry. I hate to get political with you, but I don't believe you. Like, frankly, I just don't believe you at all. Yeah, I've actually platinumed this game. Like, anytime you get in a conversation with any Dark Souls fan, they do that. But I feel like too specifically. I've just heard so many people go like mid-conversation. I've actually platinumed the game, and it's still dog ass. Trust me. When I platinumed it, I felt like I had a gun to the back of my head, and they were shooting me actively to finish the game, and I still threw up. It's like, okay. It's nuts. And then both sides always tend to like overextend, which really doesn't help. Like, certain people on both sides soil the argument. I would say like Feeble and Mauler types, honestly. From that time period. I'm not talking about now. I don't know about now. And I keep referencing them because they're the main videos I can remember off the dome. But they'll go like, this game has no redeeming qualities. There isn't a single good boss. What's the point of making a boss tier list if all the bosses are just okay? You know, like stuff like that. Or you'll have people go like, Dark Souls 2 is the best game with no flaws ever. And if you say it has flaws, I think you're wrong. It's like, like that's you can't have a fair, full convo about it. You just can't. What a crazy, wacky, turbulent, time, you know? But it does what it does. We're in this state. Do I ever see it not being in that state? Do I see us having like full combos about Dark Souls 2? Maybe one day, but I don't know. I want to point to someone like Miss Chalice's videos, but I don't know how they did. I didn't see them. I'm aware of them, and I don't think anything crazy happened afterwards. However, I don't fully know. But from what I heard around the grapevine, like, she had a pretty neutral video talking about it, and I imagine if we get more of those, we'll probably be okay. Unless, like, what's it called? What's her name? I don't want to keep throwing her under the bus, too, but I kind of have to, like, Park and Harbor. I remember trying to watch, I think it was, like, her Dark Souls 3, I'm on a controller with Aggie or something video. And there was just, like, 8 different times she was like, well, the High Wall of Lothric is a pretty awful first area. Then she goes, I think the Dark Souls 2 first area is a little bit worse. I'm like, okay. That was frying me. That was genuinely frying me. It does what it does. I guess she's not a reviewer, so it's more fair that I don't really know her full opinion on it. I just kind of remember... funniest clip I saw from her, John, like one of her streams, is she did something like this. Why did he roll? Oh. And I'm like, bro, they've done that the whole game. I'm like... almost every time you jump in this game, you roll forwards. I'm like, we've known this. we should have known this at least if we've beat the game before, or played it, or attempted any jump. But it's okay. It's like it's whatever. Oh my gosh, she's gonna do the thing that you can't do with Dark Souls 3. 2. What one is this? That's the shit one. That's what the clips have told me. Hold on. Someone who's platinumed the game 5 times has told me that. Let me get this clip. Oh my gosh. This whole section is just unskippable. It's impossible to run past enemies in this game. They're just so bad. They're so bad. And then watch this. I come up here, and then the enemies are just gonna randomly start attacking me. Look, completely unprovoked, the entire room is now against me. Great, just great. Exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I want. Look at this, look at this. Let me ask you Scholar fans this. Is there any amount of bull that you could accept? Or do you just like getting shit in your mouth? I'm starting to think you like human brownies.